Hey everybody, Happy New Year. I hope that your 2016 is off to a really great start. For me, one of the best ways to get started in a new year or even a new week or a new day is to pull out my planners. So I thought today I would just show you my 3 favorite planning systems that I use on a daily basis at home and with my blog. So let's get started. The first planner I'm going to talk about is the one that I use for my blog. And this is the one I'm using this year. It's kind of a shimmery gold foil there. I don't want to blind you. I have my cheat sheet here. I have to read what kind of planner it is. I'm using the Sugar Paper Craft Dots 5x8 week and month wire O planner. So yeah, it's from Target. Sugar paper 5x8 wire O week and a month. Okay, so this planner has like the standard, I'm not going to do like a whole overview, but it just has the standard like yearly overview. It has 2 years at a glance, which is kind of nice. And then it has month at a glance, and then it has week at a glance. Looks like this. So what I use it for with blogging, and I've used the same system for a couple years now with my blog, but I went with a bigger planner. I was using like a 3x5, I think, the past couple years, so I needed more room. I decided this year, so I went with the 5x8. I use the month at a glance for planning my YouTube, so I can write in the monthly spread all the videos that I'm doing, so I can kind of see how often I'm posting, and if it looks like it's too much or not enough, I need to fill in any holes. It just works out really well for me just to pencil in all my videos there on the monthly spread. And then the weekly spread, this is the same thing I've done for several years now, but I'm using stickers this year. And it's not only is it more fun, but it just, I feel like it really helps me. I found last year that I was wanting to like use a highlighter or some kind of washi tape just to make certain things stand out. So I'm finding that planner stickers are really helping me. So I use them to like highlight the name of my post, and then I use them to just help me remember if I need to do a link up or something like that during the day, and then checklists for remembering to reply to comments or to do social media and stuff like that. So I'm having fun with the planner stickers as well. So that's what I use this Sugar Paper Target planner for, and it was like $8. So and this was, it came in my stocking. My husband got this for me for Christmas, and I'm really, really loving it. The second planner that I use is a system that I've used for a couple of years now. So here's what it is. It's just a week at a glance in little columns. So it has Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then it has a notes list over here. And I use this every week with my work schedule. I work outside the home like 4 days a week, and then I'm home the other 3 days. Almost completely. So I try to use this most of the time. I use it as a to-do list for the days that I'm home all day long. So like this week I was home on Friday, so I had a long list of things I wanted to get done here, and then I wrote a few things here, and then I'm going to be home again on Tuesday. So I wrote down my to-do list. I put my hand in my curling iron. Isn't that sad? And write down my Tuesday to-do list here. So I use it mostly just for to-do lists, things that have to get done that day to remind myself and so I can stay on track. And I usually write my to-do list like on Friday night. I'll write them out for the whole weekend so that I have chunks of things to do every day, and it's not overwhelming that I have so many things to do over a short amount of time. So I basically use it for daily reminders, for household tasks, and for my to-do list. And then I also write, if I have things during the week that I want to remember when I'm working, or if I put laundry in the dryer when we go to bed, I'll write the next morning, take laundry out of dryer or something like that, so I remember to do things that I think I might forget to do otherwise. So that's what I use this for. I don't even know what this brand is, but it looks like this. It's just like a magnetic book that opens, so it has the planner here, and then it has like a little envelope for putting loose papers in, I guess, and then it has some little pads, and I have another to-do list over here as well. And I got this at Burke's Outlet, which is kind of like Ross, so I'm sure you could find these at TJ Maxx or stores like that, but this has been a real, really been a big help to me, just keeping my household tasks organized. The third calendar that I use and have used for several years now is my Google Calendar on my phone or on my computer. And the reason I use this is so that my husband and I can stay connected during the day, the week. It just helps our communication to go a lot better. So he has an Android, I have an iPhone, so the Google Calendar works for both phones, which works out really well. That's why I don't use iCalendar, because he doesn't have an iPhone. So we use Google Calendar for things that we both need to be aware of. Like, he doesn't need to know about my household to-do list. It doesn't matter to him. But I use it for things like appointments, if we have plans, things that we're going to attend together, I put that on there so that he remembers not to schedule something that day. If there's an event that I would like for us to attend and I want him to maybe see if he can get that time off work or keep his schedule clear, I'll go ahead and put it in there just so that he knows when he's making his plans what things I wanted us to do, you know, if it's something that he's able to arrange for us. I also use it for recurring events like birthdays and anniversaries. It's really, really helpful to keep track of not only my family, but Paul's family as well. So I put in everyone's birthdays, everyone's anniversaries, all that kind of stuff, and then I just keep it recurring indefinitely so that every year I don't have to keep it in my mind when my mother-in-law's birthday is or that kind of thing. It's just in the calendar. That makes it really easy. And it also helps Paul as well. I put in things like our anniversary, the anniversary of our first date, that kind of thing, so that his phone actually, he has it show him the calendar on his home screen. So every day when he looks at his calendar or at his phone, he can see like, oh, today's the anniversary of our first date, and then that helps him be a little more aware of what's going on, and then he can seem romantic and say, hey, let's go over to dinner tonight because it's, you know, the day we had our first date however many years ago. So that kind of helps him be Superman as well. And then I also use it for things that we might forget that are really important. Like I've done this for years now. On the first of the month, I have a reminder to pay the bills. Like, you would think by now I'd remember to pay the bills, but sometimes it's just helpful for me to remember, like, today's the first, I have to pay the mortgage today. We don't set up recurring payments. I like to be able to manually, like, put the money in and pay each bill individually, so it helps me remember things I have to get done. And I also use it for things like taking out the trash. We had our trash collection on the same day for years, and then all of a sudden, I think it was last summer, they changed it to a different day. And we've had the hardest time remembering when our trash is being picked up. And that's kind of important, because if you miss a week, sometimes that can be a really huge pain when your trash can's overflowing. So I have a reminder on the night before the trash is picked up in the morning. It goes off about 9:30 that says trash to curb. So I remember if we're sitting around watching TV or something, oh my goodness, go take the trash out, tomorrow's trash day. So that's helpful for me. One other thing that I have begun using in the last few months has been super helpful, and it's not really a planner, but it's just one of these little mini journals that you get in the Target dollar spot, and this one is really tiny. It has just unlined white paper, and they actually came two to a pack, so they were 50 cents each, and these really help me. I keep it in my purse so that if I am sitting somewhere, and I'm a list maker, so if I'm sitting somewhere and I think, oh my goodness, I need to make a list to go to the grocery store, or we're going out of town and I want to write down things I need to do before we leave, or if I have a blog post idea come to my mind, I don't really like to type things into my phone. It just feels like it takes forever. I'm not very fast at typing on my phone sometimes. So I like to be able to just take out my notebook and write down a blog post idea and just work it out. And then I can just tear the page out and stick it in my blogging notebook so that I don't have to have my phone with me or that kind of thing. So this has really been helpful for me, just to keep in my purse so I can write things down as I need to, and keeps me on track. So I would love to hear what planners you are using this year. If you have any suggestions for me or something that's really worked well for you, I hope that this has been helpful for you and has inspired you to get some planners going in your own life. I think planners make life so much easier if you just take the time to sit down and write things out. I hope you all are having a great day and a great start to the year, and I will see you next time. Bye!